Welcome back, everybody. This Week in America, website thisweekinamerica.us. Great to have you with us on the program today. Back with us is Jill Skeem, a certified microbiotic health counselor, educator, and chef. She graduated from the Strengthening Health Institute, a premier macrobiotic educational facility in Philadelphia. Also a graduate at The Ohio State University. Jill teaches adult and children's cooking classes, lectures to companies and organizations on health and wellness, a contributing writer to the local paper and various publications. She appears regularly on local morning television, radio, discussing healthy eating and demonstrating recipes. Her book is Comfort Food Gets a Vegan Makeover. Jill Skeem back with us on This Week in America. Hi, Jill. Welcome to the program.
Thanks, Rick. It's always good to be back with you.
It is always a pleasure having you on the program. Skeem is spelled Skeem. The website is jillskeem.com. You can go to our website, This Week in America, and you can link on directly to the website. I wanted to have you back to talk about this time of year. We've gone through winter, and we've been eating probably heavier than we should for the rest of the year. Seasons change. Do eating habits change, and why should they?
Absolutely. When you start to change your food and cooking methods per the season, it actually helps your body adjust better to the temperature. So in the winter, we oftentimes crave heavier foods like roasting and baking and long soups and stews and things that warm us up internally, and it helps us adjust to the cold weather. So now that it is lightening up, those are the times to maybe not do those cooking methods as much and to do more light cooking, like quick saute or maybe blanching or steaming, or, you start even doing cold soups in the summer. When you go skiing all day, it's not natural to want to come off the mountain and eat a big salad. It's not what you want to do, and it doesn't help you stay warm. So it is important to eat in season, and that's with cooking methods as well.
Jill Skeem, our guest on This Week in America, her book, an award-winning book, by the way, Comfort
That's
Food
right.
Gets a Vegan Makeover. The book has got great recipes, very colorful. It's easy to read. You can flop it open as you find a particular recipe, so you have it open and you don't have to worry about it going closed on you as you're doing the recipe. Let's talk a little bit about food that's in season. Is that where you start when it's come, okay, let's spring, we've got a new selection of fruits and vegetables available now? Is that a good place to start?
It's a perfect place to start. It's really eating what's locally grown and what's in season, literally out in nature right now. So springtime, you tend to eat more like wheat will come up and barley and oats, and usually it's the time more for sour and vinegary foods. People might start to crave more sour, like sour cherries, sour apples, or maybe you're craving vinegar or things like that, good fermentation. And those are the foods that really nourish your liver and gallbladder. And spring is the time for those organs. It's kind of interesting that each season will really kind of dictate what organ is predominant, and you should eat foods that nourish those organs. And right now it's liver gallbladder time. And in order to adjust to the next season, you should start about 6 weeks ahead of time. So I know summer will start mid-May. So that's the time to start eating more raw salads and more fruit, but fruit that's in season. It's not natural to eat blueberries in December, even though they're available. It's not natural to do that. And it doesn't help you adjust to the cold weather. So fruit will, cool us off. And that's why a lot of times in the summer we crave fruit, we crave watermelon. We have raw salads, cold soups. A lot of times you do gazpacho. It's because you're hot outside and you have to eat foods that cool you off inside so you can actually survive the climate.
I had never heard this relationship with organs, and you say that each season governs a pair of organs, and I did not know that, but there really is the body is talking to us, apparently, and saying, okay, now we've got to take care of this part of the body. This is the food that you should be eating so we can do it properly.
Right. It's more macrobiotic training. They talk about energetics in food, and, they'll say like February to April is liver gallbladder time. And a lot of times if you're having problems with those organs, it will tend to show up during February and April. And then you move on to spring, which are more like your pancreas, your stomach, your spleen. And then in the summer is your heart and small intestine. So a lot of people have heart attacks in the summer. It's very interesting if you start to follow it. But those are kind of the foods that dictate what nourishes you that time of year. And I know it's kind of an odd concept, but it's kind of interesting when you start to follow it. And one of the best things to do for your liver, and it's such an important organ, is it cleans and repairs our body at night. So one of the best things to do is not to overeat, not to overdrink, do not eat before you go to bed. Try to reduce the amount of baked goods you eat. And you can tell if you have a liver imbalance, if your liver is a little stressed, is if you start to crave sugar and vinegary foods all year round, or if your eyes start to water. Sometimes people's eyes will water, or if you're grumpy or angry all the time. Sometimes, people are just angry and they have no idea why. And it could be just that their liver is just stressed and they need to eat more leafy greens to clean it up, and or saute your vegetables with olive oil, a pinch of sea salt, and then squeeze fresh lemon juice over it at the end. And those foods will help nourish your liver. It's interesting, but people might not know, some of the symptoms that they're having and why.
Well, it makes perfect sense, and it's a fascinating topic. The book is Comfort Food Gets a Vegan Makeover. Jill Skeem, our guest on the program, about 30, 40 seconds left, and we'll have Jill back in the program. If you're looking for ideas and it's like, okay, what Jill is saying makes some sense, but how can I go about finding something a little bit different? You can do that with the book, Comfort Food Gets a Vegan Makeover. A number of great recipes in there where you've taken it. The concept is very simple. Probably a little more difficult in the execution, but okay, I like lasagna, and you're telling us it gets a vegan makeover, how we can make it so it's much better for us. It's an excellent book, and Jill would love to have you back on the program. Jill Skeem is the website. The book is called Comfort Food Gets a Vegan Makeover. We will be back and talk more. Look forward to it.
Great. Thank you.
Thanks, Jill. The book is Comfort Food Gets a Vegan Makeover. Jill Skeem, Skeem, our guest on the program. Our website, jillskeem.com. Of course, information available at our website, thisweekinamerica.us.